Hey, it's your boy, blap blap.
That's the worst thing ever. I was waiting for one of them to just be introductions and then not a single joke.
What do you mean?
Like you know how you're like, hey, it's your boy, Brett. Here we go. I'm about to holler at you, and then you run out of time.
This is the Pizza and Hummus podcast. We're here with the best of the business, coming at you live. Hey everybody, it's Vince. We're here with the Pizza and Hummus podcast. We have, as always, Richie.
Hey.
And then we even have a special guest. She likes to go by the name of Ranch. My wife, Lauren.
Hey, everybody.
Notice that she goes by Ranch and we don't go by
Side
Pizza
ranch?
or Hummus. Oh, Side of Ranch.
Side of ranch.
Side of ranch.
She's my Side of Ranch.
Can I get a side of ranch?
So today, we're going to talk about going to the movies, the movie theater experience, and all the wacky, crazy things.
So strap in. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Get those D-box seats.
And don't get the 3D glasses. They'll give you a headache.
It's gross.
As we usually start every topic, we start kind of at the conception. Add a couple more years, go into go into the childhood.
It's a foolproof formula. Start off with your first blank movie.
Yeah, it's just, when you do this, have everyone know a little biographic, read the inside of the book cover about everybody on the topic, know if we're experts or not. So Richie.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
So Richie, I just kind of want to know, what was it like when you were a kid in terms of going to the movies? Like, one, did you guys go to the movies a lot? Did you hardly ever go to the movies? Did you have certain rules? Like, you can't buy popcorn. It's way too expensive. You sneak in food or you don't have food at all. I mean, what was kind of your thing? Did you have like one parent that likes it more than the other? Like, yeah.
I think we went to the movies an average amount. It wasn't anything like that was our thing, and we never go. So it was nothing significant. But I think popcorn was the only thing we did get.
Yeah.
Because that was the reason my mom liked going to the movies, is because of the popcorn. So that was her incentive for going. We're going to the movies. I'm getting popcorn. So we get one bag of popcorn.
A small for the whole family.
Small for the whole family. Gotta split it. You can't eat it like how you'd want to eat it, which is like turning your hand into a ladle and just kind of just tipping the bag over and just kind of emptying it into your face. You have to go like 3 at a time, and 2 fall out because chopsticks don't work with popcorn. And so, but no, there was always we always got popcorn if we went as a whole family, but we never got candy because my mom is looking for the deal. And I don't know if you know this, but there's never any coupons for the movies. Those don't exist.
Now, you mentioned your mom a lot. So did you ever go to the movies with like your mom and your dad, or was it just like, oh, your mom like in the summer when your dad's working? Like,
always the whole family. But
okay,
that was the incentive for going, is if the whole family's going, we pick a movie, nice family movie everybody wants to see, or that we want to see and the parents don't. It was usually something, we could all go see that.
Ice Age 3.
Right. Toy Story 8.
All right, Lauren, you're up.
Same question.
Same question, yeah. So, when you were a kid,
Okay.
how was that like, just going to the movies from what you can remember?
We didn't really go to the movies that much, I don't think, as a kid. I feel like occasionally, kind of like Richie, occasionally we would go. It's not like we didn't go.
Right.
But when we would go, it would always be during the day when it was like $5 or something like that.
You gotta get the deal.
Like Sunday or Saturday at like 8 a.m. You didn't want to go to the movies.
You have to set your alarm to make it to the
The
movies.
last thing you want to do is like go to the movies. But I don't think we would never get popcorn. Like my mom would bring snacks in her purse.
What kind?
As like like Gushers.
Come on.
Is what I distinctly remember.
Slim Jims?
Goldfish. It was always the huge debate of what snacks we want to take from home. because obviously we wanted to take a lot of snacks. We could only fit Gushers and fruit roll-ups and the occasional snack pack in there.
A Go-Gurt.
A frozen Go-Gurt.
So Lauren, you really couldn't bring food. But
No, but when
that-
I could get food, I would always get a slushie. And the movies was the only place that had the white cherry slushie. Mm-hmm. That didn't ruin your mouth when you drank, your cherry slush. That's the best. Why was the movies the only place that had that?
Well,
Were they the only ones that could afford it with their prices and inflation? Charging $20?
what do we want to put our extra money towards? Making ticket prices less? Nah, white cherry.
white cherry. It's
People
made
are
with
going to
gold.
love it. Talk about it in their podcast for years to come.
Now, it was Icy brand, right? Was the movie
I
brand
think so.
Icy?
Yeah.
So then maybe that was it. Only Ice. How? Like,
Because
that
7-Eleven,
doesn't
I
make
don't
sense.
think even has white
no,
cherry.
they don't.
No.
Now, did you mix it with Coca-Cola?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you're crazy.
Yeah, I know. I don't like pop though. I'm weird.
Okay, but you like white Arctic Crush.
Yeah. You still like that syrup taste, just in cherry form.
Love cherry.
Hey.
One time I went with my brother's friend's parents. It's kind of weird. They invited us. We went. We got the extra large, just giant duffel bag, hefty bag filled with popcorn, right? We accidentally spilled all of it. All on the floor.
See what happens?
That would totally happen to you.
We
It's
spilled it all over the floor. And we didn't know what to do.
like $80 of popcorn.
Yeah, it was huge because they were like, yeah, get whatever you want. We're like, oh, we're going to get the mega giant popcorn. And so they get you the big, garbage bag filled up. There you go. And we just accidentally dropped it. And
Oh
we were
my
like,
God.
I mean, I bet like a good half of it was still good. But we were like, yeah, it hit the floor. Ugh.
Right. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, we were terrible people. We would, we normally, okay, you get a popcorn, maybe you can get a candy. It really just depended, You would just have to kind of check. But what I used to do is I used to get popcorn, and I got this from my cousin, so I got to give her props. She would say, okay, get popcorn, then just ask for a nacho cheese. Not nachos and cheese, just the cheese. And then you dip the popcorn in the cheese, and it slows down your eating, but it's delicious.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like
That's a lot. That's a full-time job.
That's
right
great.
There.
that's a big.
That's a big thing. And
It's
then
a lot
and then,
to take in right
And
now.
then like halfway through the trailers, at that point, I just shove all the popcorn in the thing, and I just got these nasty fingers and just scoop it out,
my God.
trying to eat it off,
Ew.
wipe it on the seat.
Oh, ew.
Don't worry, it was just your seat.
Delicious,
probably.
yum. Right in the sides
Yeah.
where it can
I thought
collect
for
and
sure
dry
you
out.
You're like, wow, this is the first time there's been some nacho cheese in here.
Looks like someone put cheese in here last time. The last person was sitting.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, cheese.
Jeez. Why is popcorn like the
Yeah.
movie food? I bet there's probably some like history. Well, back in 1847, all they had was corn. They said, let's pop it and watch movies. But, you know how loud popcorn is? It's
That's
just
what-
nothing
yeah.
but...
Like you'd think the movie theater food would be pudding
Yeah.
or like applesauce or a Go-Gurt, Jello.
It's like, no, it's popcorn and just like
Nachos,
nachos.
A slushy, the loudest
Slushy.
of drinks.
the squeaky straws. Every time.
You know when someone behind you's finished because they're just trying to get the last out of it.
They're trying to angle it.
Yeah. So that doesn't make any sense. So why?
I
Yeah.
don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's just, it doesn't make sense that that's like out of all the foods to get, maybe get some nice like oatmeal or something. I don't
Right.
know. But like
Ew.
popcorn.
A bag
Popcorn.
of chips that you have to open yourself.
So, my brother though, he would get like the hot dog. What? Yeah, he get like the hot dog
Yeah.
or the nachos.
Well, he gets the hot dog at 7-Eleven.
He gets a little box. They have
Snack
to give you a
pack.
tray. Yeah.
No, the kids pack.
Kids
The
pack.
kids pack.
I
Kids pack.
never in my whole life have gotten the kids pack.
I don't think I
We
have
need
either.
the deals. And the kids pack
Yeah.
is upcharged because you get the box. You get the
Yeah, the
container.
cardboard.
Right.
Yeah, and you just get a little bit of popcorn. You don't get like a good size.
It never looked like enough.
No.
You
No.
get 3 pieces of popcorn, a spoon, and like half a drink. Fell on the ground.
Juice box, high C.
Yeah.
You get the little brownie from those frozen dinners.
Cosmos.
Yeah,
Oh.
Cosmos.
No.
Cosmic brownies.
No, you're talking about Kid Cuisine.
Yeah, it was in.
There's too many sponsors.
chicken
There's
nuggets.
like 7 sponsors in one snack box. We got Kid Cuisine. We got Icy. We got Movie.
One
Movie
thing.
the sponsor.
Let's see what I'm trying to think here. Oh yeah, one thing that we did do though, because Lauren, like you were saying, your family snuck food. My family was sneaking food too. And there was an Arby's next to our movie theater.
Wow.
So we used to go to Arby's, stuff it in the purse.
At AMC, yeah.
Yep. Head over to the movie theater, take out the Arby's, and that was fun. Like
That's
here's the
the
thing, Arby's is just as expensive. It's still like $5 a sandwich.
And it literally feels like you got away with murder.
Yeah.
Like getting that Arby's into, once you sit down, you always, okay, we'll wait till the credits are over.
Yeah.
Right.
Turn all the lights off. That way you can pass out
Yeah.
your Arby's.
And you just assume they're looking for you with flashlights. We smell
Oh,
Arby's,
for sure.
but I don't see Arby's. You have a flashlight coming around. It's the fuzz. Hide it.
When it's dark, they can't find you.
Someone dropped a curly fry.
They got
Damn it,
a
who got it?
That is not a popcorn drop. That is a curly fry.
they got a dog sniffing the floor. We're gonna find him. K9 unit on.
The other was like, you can't bring your food in. Does that ever stop anybody? Oh, I guess.
Have they ever caught anyone and like kicked them out because they brought in the Pringles or something?
Right. And then what happens? So you can't bring that in here. That's contraband.
I saw one group of kids get stopped and they had to get their tickets checked. And I was like, oh crap. I've been paranoid ever since.
Tickets checked. Oh, no.
Yeah, they're like, oh, wait over here, sir. Can we see those tickets?
They just pick and choose when they're gonna check tickets. Like I never know. I feel like if you go to a movies enough, you could probably notice a trend and be like, yeah, I'm just not gonna pay today. I'm just gonna ask where the bathroom is, and then I'm gonna go watch Iron Man 5.
I always like if I have to go to the bathroom because I almost always have to during
Right.
the movie.
Literally always. Yeah.
I always like make sure that I have my pay stub just in case. Cause I'm
Yeah.
afraid I'm gonna leave, go to the bathroom, come back. Oh, sir, let me see your ticket. Oh, I don't have it. Well, I guess you can't go in. I'm like, no.
They escort you in your slow motion, just reaching over them, like, no, my wife's in there.
Shrek 5.
What am I gonna do?
They take your phone, snap it in half. You're never gonna talk to her again.
Strap.
In the chokey you go.
Chokey.
Oh, the chokey.
From Matilda.
Chocolate
It's
cake.
kind of weird that you guys are like, oh, the chokey.
Oh, the chokey.
Oh, no,
Good
fun
times.
days. Good times.
I've blacked out so many memories of the chokey.
Jeez. Richie, did you ever sneak food in?
Yeah. It was always what did we sneak in? We'd either go to like the Walmart next door,
Get the candy.
and get the candy as 99 cents, put in the purse. Because that's what I like. I'm not a big fan of popcorn. I like the Nestle Crunch or the Reese's Pieces.
Ooh.
That's what I like. And so you get a big box of that. But at the same time, I haven't had candy in a movie in forever for no other reason other than just like, and it's a lot of money. And then I'm always late, and I'm like, well, I don't have time to go to Walmart and commit a heist for candy.
I always like get that fear. I'll have like literally a tiny bag of M&Ms in my purse, and I literally have the fear of like they're gonna catch me,
Right.
and when they do, I'm screwed.
I'm not making it out of here.
Can't
alive.
see the Grinch 8.
the
Sorry.
Grinch 8.
Jim Carrey's daughter, Martha.
Carrie's daughter. It's supposed to be super nostalgic.
Yeah.
Now
She dies in the end.
the best thing was, so when we got older now, teenagers, and I started dating Lauren, it was great because I finally went from like my mom had a purse to sneaking food. Then when I went by myself or with friends, I didn't have anything. Then I had Lauren. One time we snuck in a whole pizza.
We did. That was
What does that even mean? In
We-
tinfoil?
We bought a pizza, like a big pizza, folded it in half.
Dolly's Pizza.
Yeah, good pizza.
Remember Dolly's Pizza?
Yeah.
Folded it in half, put it in a Ziploc bag.
What's happening right
Like a
now?
freezer bag.
Like a freezer bag, put it in the purse, put some, stuff over it.
I had a big
snuck
purse
it in,
back then.
unfolded the pizza. All the cheese is off of it and stuck. He just ate the pizza. That was the greatest thing ever.
You guys are literally criminals.
Yep.
No, that's what it is. You need a purse if you're going to have some
Yeah.
food, and I think that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need the purse.
You can go see, what was it? James and the Giant Peach?
You
I was
remember
going to say James and Giant Peach too, but that's not a thing.
the
wish
search
it
for
was.
more peaches.
The quest for peaches
The
continues.
quest for peaches.
Son of a peach.
Turns out Peaches is a stripper. Lauren, do you remember the first movie you ever saw in theaters?
Oh, the first movie I ever saw. Oh, that I can like remember?
What?
I don't know. Hang on, let me think.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm not going to fact check you and call your mom. Lauren said the first movie she saw was Balto.
I distinctly remember The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
Not for the fact that it was good, but just the fact that I saw it at the movies. And the Scooby-Doo movie.
Which
But
one?
that came out like later.
Yeah, we were like
We were
10
in,
or 8 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that doesn't count. So I would probably have to say Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like that's the earliest I can remember.
Didn't you wanna-
Bug's Life. Did Bug's Life come out before?
No way.
I don't know.
Well,
we
let's find out.
have
It
the
came
internet.
out in
Hold
the
on.
2000s.
Well, I remember you were young enough. I don't remember you specifically at that age, but I just remember you said that when your brother was born, you're about 4 years apart, you wanted to call him Hunchback of Notre Dame Baby.
Yeah, because it
Just trying
was
to name him.
Pretty mean.
best movie.
Well, it says here the Hunchback of Notre Dame was set in Paris, 1482. And so I'm gonna call BS
I
on Lauren
mean-
seeing that in theaters.
If we saw it early enough, it was cheaper.
The film. Got it. 1996. Wow.
There's no way I remember that.
No, I agree.
That's BS.
I kind of remember. I remember when they had the little toys at Burger King.
When did
Yeah.
Bug's Life come out?
Maybe it was like a
Sounds better.
reunion special where they're like, we want more hunches. And so they brought it back for limited showings in AMC. Let's
Shows
see.
how washed
I
up they
remember-
are now.
I remember as a kid seeing Bug's Life and knowing that it was better than Ants.
Yeah, 1998 for Bug's Life.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Bug's Life better than Ants? I think you're right.
Oh, 100%. Flick? Come on.
Are you kidding me with that? Art.
It was a war against the grasshoppers.
Now, my first movie in theaters, and the reason I remember it is because it was so good.
Space Jam?
Space Jam.
Yep.
Ooh, it's the Slam Jam.
Now,
When did Space Jam come out?
welcome to the Slam. Yeah, I actually kind of want to know that.
I'm looking it up.
It's
right
got to be
now.
90 something.
I remember seeing the movie theaters. I just remember the intro was mind blowing.
Yeah. When he was a kid shooting hoops, shoot till you miss.
Yeah.
And he just kept shooting.
And he's
I was
like,
that's going to be
that
me.
came out in 96.
Wow. So maybe it was Notre
maybe.
Dame.
Yeah, maybe it was Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I remember I had the
Maybe.
chicken pox when we went to go see it in theaters, and my mom just completely disregarded the fact that I have a
You had the
serious
chickenpox.
disease. And we went into public, and she goes sneeze on a couple
She was
people
like,
on your way in.
I'm going to see Space Jam,
Yeah.
regardless of your
She goes,
health.
I'm not. I heard the ending blew people's mind. They did not see that twist coming.
It's the Slam Jam.
They say it inspired a young M. Night Shyamalan.
Ooh.
The twist ending of Space Jam. Han
Does
Solo
he-
dies at the end. That was a twist.
Doesn't he just end up living with the cartoons forever?
No, I'm pretty sure that's Don.
Every other movie?
What's his name? The fat guy.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
that,
you get
everyone
sucked
knows
into that golf
guy.
hole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was in Jurassic Park.
they were
Yeah.
fixing a divot. He was much nicer in Space Jam than he was in. What's his name? Well, his name in the movie was
He's always like sweaty
Dan
eating a
Podolak.
sandwich. Like, why is he always eating a sandwich?
got a hoagie.
Yeah, hoagie.
I'm trying to.
His name was Dan Podolak in the movie. He wants to make sure that no one bothers Mike again.
Yep.
And then he fell out of the bleachers.
Comedy ensues.
You can't write that kind of comedy. It's just something that comes to you.
I'm gonna try to see if I. I don't remember. I don't know. I remember seeing Bug's Life in theaters. I remember seeing Hunchback, and I remember seeing Space Jam.
You saw all three in theaters?
Wow.
I'm
same
pretty
day.
sure.
You're a real
Well,
film
okay.
buff. Same day.
No, I saw my grandmother took me to see Bug's Life for my birthday. And then Space Jam I went with my mom. Hunchback of Notre Dame, I'm pretty sure I went, or I just remember the Burger King toys. And they had the little the gargoyles, and they're my favorite because they look like little gargoyles, which looks like the cartoon Gargoyles.
Boom.
But let's see, I'm trying to look up like what movies were even in like I doubt anything pre like 95.
No, yeah, there's no way.
There's no way I remember anything like then. Like even if Jurassic Park came out in 1993. Okay, I obviously didn't watch it in theaters. I saw that at home on a VHS, and it changed my life forever.
Right.
So
My first movie I saw was 2. Took me. I saw Braveheart. Remembered every minute of it.
oh yeah, what was your first film? Casablanca. Changed my life.
Citizen Kane.
Casablanca.
Citizen Kane.
I love political satire, even as a toddler.
But
I was such a menace. I remember in movie theaters, like especially when we went those 2 times, like with a group of friends for my birthday. Like I remember one time while we were waiting for the movie to start, and maybe even during, like in addition to all the fart noises and whatever else we were doing, and whatever what 12-year-old boys do in the movie theater, is we would how you throw the popcorn up and you catch it in your mouth.
Yeah.
We would do that, but we would blatantly throw the popcorn way up. And then we would just throw a piece quick in our mouth. Be like, look, I caught it. For some reason, that was the joke. So you throw the popcorn way up, and then with your left hand, and then with your right hand, you toss a piece of popcorn right in your mouth. So what that ended up doing is 5 to 7 12-year-old boys throwing popcorn behind them at the civilians who didn't deserve this, and then throwing popcorn, we're cooking them up, and then laughing hysterically at stupid things, kicking the seat in front of us, armpit farts, literally a menace on the town. Which,
hey, can you boys quiet down there? I'm trying to watch the bench warmers.
I'm trying to watch Alien vs. Predator 3. And so with remembering that, like I quickly had a flashback of that and being like, oh my gosh, how did anyone not kidnap or stab me as like a little boy in public? And so it gives me a lot more empathy to when I go to a movie now and I'll like see kids misbehave, is I give them like 32 strikes. You know what I mean? Before I like pipe up, because my dad, like if someone goes, like if we're watching a movie and someone goes twice, you'll get a hey, do you mind? Like
oh my god.
And they're like, Dad, maybe give them 3 strikes and they're out. You know, maybe rules of baseball for the movie theater when we're out in public. You know, it's packed. He's a toddler. But like, so we were at the movies one time and my dad wasn't there. It was me and like 4 other people, and we're second to front row for a really scary movie. It was like actually The Conjuring 2. And so, you know, with a scary movie, it's got to be quiet. The silence adds to the fear of it. So it's a big aspect to the movie. And so the whole time we got 4 little kids in front of us, young version of me from the past, messing around. They're going back and forth on their seats. They're tickling each other, pinching each other, messing with each other, fart noises, giggling. I'm sure they whispered like swear words or you know whatever 10-year-olds do. And it's going on the whole movie. We're like 30 to 40 minutes in. 10 minutes in, I know it's going to be a problem. 20 minutes in, I go, eventually I'm going to have to say something. 30 minutes in, I go, Richie, wait. You were 34 times worse than these people are being right now. So give them the benefit of the doubt. At the same time, know how awful 13-year-olds are. Like if you do the approach that you want to take, which is like, oh, shut up, you idiots. What you'll get back is shut up, you idiots, and they'll turn around, they'll laugh at you, and you can't be a child to a child because they're way better at it than you, and you'll somehow lose to children. And so I go, remember that. So I'm game plan. I haven't said anything yet. Now we're 40 minutes in, and I go, okay, one more thing. And I'm taking action. And I go, I know what I'm gonna do. I did the equation. This is perfect. So one more time, and they do something. They push each other. They're giggling in the middle of the movie, and so I'm right behind them, and I grab the kid's seat and I pull it back, and I put my mouth literally 2 inches from his ear, and I'm very serious in a deep voice. I go, "Will you 4 please shut up?" And then I release him, and then I release the chair, and they didn't move the rest of the movie because they don't know who's behind them.
That's terrifying.
They know a man's behind them.
They don't know if it's a man or a demon because of what they're watching,
and they know the man has access to their chair.
Yeah,
and can whisper things in their head.
Hilarious.
You want to die tonight?
Will you 2 shut up?
Here's the worst though. And because I have that similar empathy thing, thinking like, wow, I'm so much worse than these people. But if I see teenage boys, okay. If I see teenage girls, okay, they're probably gonna be on their phones, gib-gabbing, whatever. If I see teenage boys with teenage girls,
bad.
Oh god, it's just a testosterone battle of just awkwardness, and the kids are trying way too hard to be cool and funny, so they're like, and the girls are like, and he's like, and that's the whole time, and I'm like, why are they always in the front?
Always in the front, so everyone can see how they're being the worst. That's true. They always get there late, and they always come in tripping over each other. Oh, shut up, Jeremy.
Like I don't know if it's better if they do that versus if they're at the top and they're just flinging popcorn and throwing their shoes. And,
I don't need these new Nikes. Tossing them at people.
Like I don't know what it is, but for some reason they're always in the front.
They're always.
They're like, oh sweet, the first 3 rows are empty.
I hate my neck. And then you look straight up.
Has anyone ever done we're gonna go to the movies and we're just gonna strictly make out? We're not gonna even watch the movie. I don't care what the plot is.
Here's the itinerary.
We're gonna sit there.
They wrote it down.
And we're just gonna make out.
We'll go smooch. I don't think you plan it. I think you go there and you got so many 16-year-old hormones running through you and be like, you know what would really be great he's kissing this other 16-year-old.
Like, what, you got to open up the armchair and you got to slide. You're stuck in that little corner
Right, you're
spot.
stuck in the butt corner.
You're
not
trying to-
comfortable, arms asleep.
Are you just making out because that's like the one place where your parents don't see
Yeah.
you? Like, there's school. You can make out in school and
You can't make
float
out in
up the
school.
hall.
Can't make out in
Probably.
school. Where
Probably.
school do you go to?
Well, I feel like well, you got to know 14-year-olds, 16-year-olds are A, very hormonal, B, they have no privacy, and C, they have no value of $1. So $10 for a movie, and you tell a 15-year-old, you say, "Hey, Jimmy, for $10 you get to make out with your best gal, and no
Sally.
one's gonna bother you." And he go, $10, I'll pay $50. So he buys a popcorn, and now he paid $50.
Yeah, now he's good. I hate the people that walk in front of you when you're sitting. I don't know why. Like they just.
Are you talking
they,
about like
They
sneaking
gotta
past
get
the
by.
aisle?
Yeah, but they
Excuse
gotta
me,
go in
pardon
front
me.
of you. They
Yeah.
gotta pick. They gotta sit at the end, way over there.
And they're going this way.
Yeah. Oh, gotta go to the bathroom, way over there.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Pardon
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Sorry. And then
Lift
they gotta
up
come
the leg.
back.
Oops,
I'm
sorry.
like, this guy's gotta
Gassy.
come back.
I'm realizing slowly that I've picked the worst movies to go see for my birthday. 2 different times. I had a birthday where it was centered around me and my buddies going to the movies.
Shrek.
No. But it was like 13, 14, around that time. So I'm young. We still need like my dad to drive us. And it's still an appropriate thing to go see movies with your buddies for your birthday. Like that's the main event. And so the first movie we saw that I saw first time was Scorpion King.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Rise of the Warrior?
On Blu-ray?
Not the second one, specifically on Blu-ray. No. That was the movie. Now, at the time, I have no standard for a movie. The Rock's in it. I like wrestling. This is Scorpion. Brendan Fraser's a treat, always. And so it was a great movie. You know, you watch that again. Not the best movie for the Mummy series. The second movie and the last time I had was Alien versus Predator.
Nice.
Again, at the time, what are you talking about? Aliens versus Predator. No named actors the whole movie.
They're all D-list.
They're all D-list actors, and then it's The Predator. Awesome movie. I still love it, but objectively, you look back, you go, okay, Alien vs. Predator, not the best in the Predator Alien series. We paid $10 to see this.
I think I was the opposite, to be honest. For my birthday,
Citizen Kane.
Vince's
my
body.
birthday we saw Citizen Kane.
Casablanca.
Casablanca. No. I had a birthday party. All the kids from my class, because it was a tiny class.
He was cool.
All the boys went to my class. We saw Pokemon the movie.
What?
Then a year or so later, we saw Digimon the movie. Both of them fell on November.
Now I'm down with Pokemon. I never liked Digimon to begin with, so I never gave it a chance. So I don't want to.
Isn't that like you can't like both? Kind of
Yeah,
deal?
That's what I
something
heard.
Like that. Well, it was like we liked it, and then also we liked Digimon, and then now it's like Pokemon.
Like
was
if
better.
Pokemon ever heard you like Digimon, he'd be like,
It was like
What?
it was an affair. It was an affair for a little
Yeah.
bit
Was
because
love
they could
triangle.
talk. They didn't just say their name over and over again, and they didn't just like once you evolve, that's it. They digivolved, which meant that they evolve, but then they go back to their normal form. So like you have them as this cute little pet, like to walk around with you. But then when you want them to digivolve into like a giant dragon, they can do it, attack, and then they go back to normal, and they fit, and they walk around with you, and they talk, and they have political discussions.
don't Pokemon do that?
Nope. Once they evolve, it's done.
Right.
That's why Pikachu refused the Thunderstone because he didn't want to change who he was.
That episode made me so unhappy. I was like, I guess Ash doesn't want to win. You know, he doesn't
wanna be the
doesn't
very
want to be
best.
the best. Like no one ever.
Oh,
was.
you were sad that he didn't evolve.
He did not.
You were sad. You
I
thought-
was sad that he did not evolve. Same thing with, it took him 88 seasons to get a Charizard out of a Charmander, and he hated him the whole time.
Yeah.
What a waste! You're the worst. And then he is a Metapod for a decade and a half, evolves into a Butterfree, trades it like a maroon on a cruise ship. This guy is the worst. No wonder he's 12 forever, and he keeps changing his voice, and a different woman plays his voice every season. Ash is the equivalent of Timmy Turner
Yeah,
in
oh,
Fairly Odd
Timmy
Parents.
Turner.
Just wish Tootie likes me, or Trixie Tang. I wish Trixie Tang liked me, and I wish I got all A's, and I wish Crocker wasn't my teacher. And then you go from there, just wishing for new. I wish I was at Cedar Point, and you go on ride roller coasters all day.
Ride Warrior.
Every episode could be roller coasters, but no, it's him making a dumbass wish, and then he's got to fix it for 15 to 20 minutes. Who knew I had that much to talk about?
Yeah, I'm surprised you remember all their names.
I wish Tootie didn't like me so much.
Trixie.
Trixie Tang.
I just remember in like.
What are you doing? You got magical beings. Cinderella could figure it out when she was poor. You're upper middle class, and you can't figure this out? This is so stupid.
This is why you wear pink. No, it was originally probably white, but then it got confused in the washing machine, and he never wished for it to just be back to like normal clothes.
I wish I had a button-up shirt. No, I'm gonna wear the same dirty pink T-shirt until the day I die.
My pants are the same color as my shoes.
Right.
With that little hat with a little dot that floated on top.
Right.
What was that about?
Magic.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I'm calling BS on that physics.
Couldn't wish for a normal hat?
Couldn't wish maybe a flat-billed Detroit Tigers hat with the sticker still on it. Oh, could you imagine?
Gotta keep the sticker.
Remember when Drake Bell played him in the live action?
I was just gonna say, if any testament to how dumb Timmy was, they had to get Drake Bell to play him post Drake and Josh.
Pretty good equivalent to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, apparently his music is really successful in Mexico. That's what I heard. Drake's like really popular in Mexico. Like that's where he is.
Does he sing it in Spanish?
I don't probably.
I'd like to think that every Drake Bell concert ends with him doing the Fairly Odd Parents theme song.
I thought you were gonna say the Drake and Josh.
That's true. It opens with that, get everyone pumped out of their minds.
Yeah, everybody's like, woo.
You know what? Good for him for saying, I don't want to make money and be an actor. I'm going to be a middle grade musician and follow my dreams. That takes a lot of gumption.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it. It's not easy.
Me.
I mean, he peaked his guitar abilities at Totally Kyle.
Oh, totally. One time.
I was really rooting for him to, make it.
Yeah. Well, same tie-dye t-shirt. Every Totally Kyle episode.
I remember I thought from the Amanda Show, the hillbilly moment was the epitome of comedy. Like,
everyone did.
Knock, knock. What's that? Cucumber. I'm gonna hit you head with a cucumber. You don't know. You don't know how many times I said that to peers, youth, friends, family.
It was flawless. Every episode, they just picked something random.
There was no fat on that joke.
Yeah.
It was well rehearsed.
It was good.
It wasn't so much you knew where you were going, but you know how you were gonna get there.
It didn't overstep its boundaries. The joke knew what it was, and it didn't try to be anything else. It's a hillbilly moment. And clearly, a satirical reference on our current political crisis.
I didn't even say what I was doing with my family.
Vince didn't even say what he was grateful for.
Or,
yeah, you can ask.
We weren't curious. No, just kidding.
Yeah, so with my family, it was mainly if we went to the movies, it would be with just my mom and like all the kids, or maybe we go with like aunts and uncles and stuff. My dad didn't really like going to the movies, probably because we were horrible children and we'd misbehave, so he wouldn't be able to enjoy the movie and all that stuff.
Smoke.
And he couldn't smoke. Yep, he couldn't smoke.
Oh, there you go.
So imagine that. Like, you're stressed because you can't smoke. The kids are hopping on the seats.
You're trapped seeing Shrek 11.
Yeah.
Where's my pants? For the 20th time.
Honey, where's my pants?
And you can't even smoke.
Yeah. So he would like go and rent a movie and then bring it home, and then he'd watch it on his couch. He's all relaxed, So what my dad would do, instead of like going to the movies and stuff, he'd rent a movie, come home, be like Friday night, where we're in the basement playing video games, doing whatever. And he'd come on, guys, I just got this movie. You guys are gonna love it. You're gonna shit. That was his sales point. It's so funny, you're gonna shit and you're gonna piss your pants. And as kids, as a kid, we thought, oh, that's gonna be hilarious. Oh, this is great. And then we're laughing because he said the word shit and piss.
Right.
He's like, you guys are gonna shit your pants. And then you watch it and it's like Along Came Polly. It's like Sex in the City, the movie. Right?
That's the problem with really going that 0 to 100 that quick is if Along Came Polly is Merritt saying you're gonna shit. What's gonna happen when you put up like Caddyshack is like you're gonna shoot yourself in the face.
You You're gonna shit everywhere. You're gonna have to clean it. It's gonna be a terrible experience. You gotta come watch it. And so we'd run up the stairs and do all this great stuff. And then we're laid down and like we're watching some like it's like a PG-13, but it's supposed to be like a rated R movie or something. And Mom's like, "Are you sure they're allowed to watch this?" Yeah. Every time there's a sex scene, my dad, close your eyes.
Right.
Close your eyes. So we're doing the thing like you close your eyes and you keep the one finger open. Hey, I see you. I see you looking over there. And we're like, why do we watch this then?
Right. Don't put this on.
I remember like if I had to wait in the car, my dad had to go get like a movie real quick. He'd come in and be like, "Oh, I'm like, did they have Pokemon Stadium for N64?" I was like, "Nah, they're sold out." And now I'm realizing like he probably didn't even ask.
No, why would he? Yeah. Could you imagine your dad going into Blockbuster? Hey, my son wants Pac-Man Stardust or something. Like, you got that? They're like, no, that game doesn't exist. He's like, nah, tell him.
Nah, it didn't come in yet. They didn't release it. No. You sure?
Just tell him it's sold out.
No, Porcelain Steve wasn't in today.
I think to this day he still says Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon. Even if you read it, there's no A in there. Yeah. I understand Pokemon.
There's one of them.
You know.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
He's a superhero.
Singular.
It's in a generation they grew up with Batman, Superman.
Yeah.
One. You get Pokemon now. And there's one of them.
These spoiled kids, they get 150 of these Pokemans.
And when it's pluralized, it's not Pokemon. Pokemans.
The Pokemans.
I mean, yeah, obviously, like movie gallery.
You mean Blockbuster?
No, movie gallery.
What's movie gallery?
What?
Movie gallery.
Like that's the name of a business?
Yeah.
You're not just saying like a proper noun?
No. You used to before Blockbuster was Blockbuster, you could rent movies there. And
movie gallery was like the cheaper Blockbuster.
You remember Mammoth Video?
Yes.
That was bigger.
Yeah.
This was a little.
Okay, I do remember that.
Yeah, my dad would go there all the time, so I just found some awesome information. So, okay. Movie Gallery, right? Movie Gallery was the second largest movie and game rental company in the United States and Canada. It was behind Blockbuster Video.
Wow.
Blockbuster Video was number one, okay? They ceased operations officially in 2010, okay? And it says fate, bankruptcy. Now, Blockbuster, on the other hand, is still around.
Yep.
It's not far. There's not a lot going on. It's still around. They have 12 locations.
No, they do not.
They have 12 locations.
God. The 12 standing strong.
12 total.
There's 12, and they're not.
Oh, I bet they're all really good friends.
They know each other.
How are you doing, Jerry?
I bet one of those people who works at the 12 Blockbusters was like banking on them going bankrupt, and they were at the one of the 12 that didn't. And it was like their only excuse to quit. And like, well, I just want to get my pension. I've been working here for 40 years, going down anyway. And then they're still in business. They're just like, I hate my job.
I feel like it's like just all the board of directors at Blockbuster. They now like, all right, there's only 12 left. There's 12 of you.
Draw straws.
Do the math. You each got to own one now, and you just run it.
You own a Blockbuster.
They also own Hummer. And they bundle it together.
Hummer Blockbuster. Do you hate the environment and seeing movies on time? We do too. Here at Hummer Blockbuster.
Getting now this great investment opportunity. We call them Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies.
Their stock market price is 0.01.
They're a penny stock.
Penny stock, which went up from 0 by 2.86%. And they're like on Wikipedia, their thing is, it says Blockbuster LLC, often shortened to Blockbuster, which is kind of weird, and it just says right in the beginning, is a bankrupt American-based provider for home movie and video game rental services. They're like, these guys are losers. Just starts off with that.
The internet's just rough on Blockbuster. I feel like I was the only one that was like actually upset about it. I love going to Blockbuster and renting a movie. It makes a whole, when you can't, there's no romance behind watching a movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
You just go, you on some on Netflix.
There's no commitment there.
No commitment. We could just watch How I Met Your Mother 100 episodes because they're 20 episodes. Or you could watch one of their movies on Netflix. There's no, we got to pick a movie.
Get in the car.
Get in the
drive
car,
there,
right.
Decide.
It was an experience.
Pay for it.
It was experience.
Take it home. Actually watch it.
You committed then.
Return it.
You sit down, you put in the DVD
Maybe.
player, never return it. After 13 weeks, you go, I guess I bought it.
Yeah. I mean,
They call you twice.
I just remember, it was just like, it'd be like Friday night. Hey guys, we're going to go rent a movie. And then you go there and you rent maybe a movie or you rent a video game, maybe buy some snacks. You kind of create a day. Whereas now it's just, you got to go on Netflix. You got to stream it. I don't know how kids, what do you do with video games? What do you rent them? There's that GameFly thing. Who trusts the GameFly?
Is that even still a thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we mail you the video games. What? What do you mean you mail me the video?
They probably do it all like how Netflix does now, I bet.
No, I don't think it's streaming. You can't stream video games.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
guess
like a
you
lot.
can't.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
My aunt apparently told me this. She told me this the other day. Apparently, if she's in the movie theater and she's watching a movie and she hates it, she'll just get up and leave. Have you guys ever done that before?
No.
Twice.
I did that once.
I did it twice.
Twice.
What movies?
Nacho Libre.
The first one?
I don't think there's a sequel. If there is, it's
gotta
with
go.
it's not with Jack Black.
Yeah.
It's with like
Quest for Queso.
it's with like Chris Farley's brother or something. No, it was Nacho Libre. I
Moonrise
watched it.
Kingdom. Remember?
Oh, so 3 then.
What was
I'm
it?
sorry.
What was it?
Moonrise Kingdom.
Okay.
Moonrise
Never
Kingdom.
even heard of it.
It
It's
was
a Wes
Wes Anderson film.
Got it.
It was
It's-
just super slow. And then we ended up watching it later and it was okay.
Yeah.
What was the third one?
Godzilla 2000. No, Godzilla 2000.
What
Oh
is
my
that?
god.
Not the American style
2000.
not the American style Godzilla. It was like a Japanese one. It was 2000. That was one of the movies we actually saw. It was the end of the summer.
Yeah.
We went to go see it, and it was all in Japanese, and they had subtitles.
Oh yeah, you gotta go.
And it was just like, and it was like the old Godzilla, which people, oh, it's great. Whatever. As a kid, after seeing the CGI one, because the American Godzilla movie was terrible. As a kid, it was amazing.
It's better. It's more
it was
pleasing
better.
for a child. It's
Yes.
simple and it's better.
Then this one was just like, it looked like a guy in a giant cat costume smashing
my
on buildings.
gosh.
And it was like Godzilla 2000. We're like, oh, this is going to be amazing. And then the villain was like a flying rock, which eventually became like Mothra or something. I don't know.
Dwayne The
Anyways,
Rock?
we didn't even last. We walked out. And
Wow.
It was bad, yeah.
I almost walked out of 2 movies. First one was Cloud Atlas. Saw that in
Oh.
theaters because
Yeah,
it was
that's hard.
so slow moving. And we're
Yeah.
like, okay, well maybe we
I
should
never
go.
finished it.
Maybe we should go. Should we leave now? And I kept being like, let's just hold it off. And then the ending was really, really good, and I was glad I stayed. The movie as a whole is so good, I feel, but individually, awful.
I
Like,
give
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it has to be all in one, and I go, wow, chills. So
you
I've-
have to watch it to get the full circle effect, but if you stop anyway,
it's the worst. Yeah, absolutely. The second one was recently, and I almost was Sausage Party. You know, the animated
yeah.
joke. Now, let me clarify. It wasn't because it was offensive, because it wasn't because language, swearing, anything like that. It wasn't because of the actors, because I love Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen and everything they do. They're my people. It was just, I think it's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
And
I never saw it.
I've heard Seth Rogen talk about it on podcasts and other things like that, and he goes, we're just really happy with how well it did. And in my head, I'm like, am I that like out of touch, or was I having a bad day that I think it's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life? That was bad.
I heard mixed things about that.
Yeah.
Like either it was like,
So did I.
dude, it was so good, or it was like, oh, that was god awful.
Yeah, and I'm pretty low standards. I don't know if you know this. I saw Alien vs. Predator and Scorpion King in theaters, and I enjoyed both of them.
I saw Alien Predator in theaters. It was great.
I also own it on DVD. I'm not gonna. Whatever. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of shocked that they still have the movies with how things are right now.
Yeah.
And people still go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, why do people go there? Dates? It's a weird place to go with your friends, too, because you can't, like, talk to your
Right.
friends.
It's
you, like,
so
go
impersonal.
there. Okay, shh, like, we watch.
Okay.
But you have to watch together. You can't go alone,
You
or
wanna
else you're a weirdo.
You want to
Yes.
sit quietly next to me for 2 hours? Yeah.
It seems like the perfect place to go alone. I'm surprised, like, it's not more
It really does.
common.
I've never been to the movies alone, and
Yeah,
it
me
sounds
neither.
like a ball because I love eating alone. Like at a
Yeah.
restaurant, look at people. Imagine
not at a restaurant.
a restaurant. I'm talking about 5-star, top of the Sears Tower.
In a booth?
You're damn right. I took the whole booth. Oh, seats 5? Nope, seats 1.
One in a
Me.
big Coke.
Yeah. Can I
Are
get,
you waiting for anyone else? No. Take my damn order.
No, I'm not. Can I get 2 trays? You actually could light a candle. I'm sure. Could you imagine? Because I love that, and I just people watch, and no one talks to me because they don't know. Maybe I'm a murderer. I'm eating alone. Imagine ending that with then going to a movie alone. Wow. Talk about a hole in one.
Terrible.
So I'm alone.
So I did go to the movies alone once. I was working, and I had to travel, and I had the night I was at stay at a hotel, and I was like, I just got to do something. So I'm gonna go see the Avengers 2, the second one of the Avengers. Like, I'm gonna go see that. That'd be great, And like my wife doesn't want to go see those type of movies, so I'll go by myself. I went. Let me tell you guys something. Going alone was great. It was awesome. Until you left the movie theater. That's when it sinks in. Like you go in and you're like, oh yeah, like this makes sense. Like I'm here to watch the movie.
Right.
When the movie's over and you walk out and you see everybody in pairs talking about the movie. I don't know if it was the speaker system or my internal head, but the song "One Is the Loneliest Number" kicked in really
so
bad.
funny.
It was just at that point in the end.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering if that didn't also take place when the trailers are playing, because I think it's like a Dane Cook joke of every time a trailer comes on, after it ends, you go, I want to see that, to the person next to you, and you hit them, you go, oh, that looks good.
Oh, look at that, yeah. Or it looks like crap.
You go, I know, we're not gonna see that one.
Yeah, no.
And then you always see it.
Oh, sweet. Kevin Hart's 6th buddy cop movie. Let's go see that.
I'm trying to think of what'll keep theaters in business. Like, what's the draw? Is there enough draw to the event of it?
Yeah.
And B, what would be something that would replace movie theaters? Like Netflix, online streaming at home replaced renting a movie. Is there something that could replace the event of seeing a movie? Or is it just going to be online streaming takes over that too, and then we all have to hate ourselves?
I mean, I think one of the things is, I know, like, throughout the years, movie theaters were always trying to do different gimmicks, like, the panoramic, and then they had 3D. Now they have 3D too, but it's like a different type of 3D. Because any movie now, they go, oh, do you want to watch Minions 5 regular or on 3D?
Regular?
Well,
I
they
always
have
pick regular. I can't watch 3D. I get headaches.
Headaches, bad. I don't like it.
They have those D-box seats now.
What's that?
That move with. So like if it's like a racing scene, your seat will actually shift.
Oh, get out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll move and it'll like
That
jiggle
costs
and
like
stuff.
$80, but
God forbid you got any food. You want to spill your drink.
on the person next to you. Oh God.
The whole thing, you just tore it out. I'm sorry, D-box seats. $80.
You've been there.
You've been there, buddy. He's got normal seats. You're sitting there having the time of your life.
He's got a poncho on.
He's got those things you get at SeaWorld.
Splash zone.
He's in the splash zone. I just imagine how funny it would be if he's in a normal seat, doesn't recline nothing, and he paid $8, and you're in the D-box
Going
seat
crazy.
directly next to him. You got 3D, you got IMAX, you
The
got
blanket.
D-box blanket, you got chips, drink, beer. Shoes are off.
Fully reclined.
You're literally laying down. You have a pillow.
You're not even watching the movie at this point.
You're just sleeping. You're doing virtual reality.
You're on your phone.
You're on a phone call. This guy's like, I think I'm never coming to the movies again.
I'm done.
We thought it'd be a good idea to mix the crazy seats with the normal seats.
So that way they'd be envious. They want to buy them.
I'm going back to AMC.
When things made sense.
Where movies are movies. So favorite kinds of movies. Like
So,
what movies do you love to go see? You're like, this kind of movie, I'm in.
Well,
Already bought my ticket.
it's tough to say, Lauren. I can't give you a straight answer. I'm sorry.
Anything that's got the words.
I finally say a question.
No. Here's what I'll say. I'll try to give all of my contingencies.
Okay, all right.
So, I don't know if it's a surprise. Comedy.
Okay, yeah.
I will see a comedy. I want to see a comedy. I want to laugh. I go to the movie to
Kevin Hart?
to escape. I'm a big fan of Kevin Hart. I don't care. I don't care if he's becoming the new Tyler Perry. I'm going to keep watching his movies until he does. The second he dresses up,
He actually turns into Tyler Perry.
he just turns into
He's like an anamorph.
He becomes like it's like a movie biography of Tyler Perry.
and it's Kevin Hart doing the out of okay. So comedies, but here's the thing. Here's the contingency. I know it's very rare for there to be a good comedy movie.
Yeah.
To make a good comedy movie, everyone knows it. Very rare you're gonna win an award or you're gonna do something good. So I have pretty low standards. I just want to laugh. Don't waste my time. Don't insult me by making a bunch of cliches and doing the hip hop robots. Don't insult me by making those lame jokes. Just try hard, make a funny movie.
Poop jokes?
Right.
Yes.
But I would say I have low standards. I just want to be entertained. I'm not here to critique, but if it's obvious, I'm going to be upset. So, action movies, same exact thing.
Yeah.
How many Fast and Furious movies can I see? I have pretty low standards. I just want to be entertained. But there's no plot anymore.
Yeah.
Transformers,
they stopped trying.
Right. Hip hop robots. So it's rare for all of them. I really like, I mean, my favorite movies, Shawshank Redemption and Breakfast Club. I don't even know what 50-50. We keep bringing it up and I keep forgetting to say it. 50-50 is probably one of my favorite movies.
I need to watch it.
I've never
really
seen
good.
it.
I think it's got like 99% Rotten Tomatoes.
Didn't even know this was a thing.
What I can't stand is everyone's like, oh, you should go watch this movie. It got 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Here it is.
Oh, this movie sucks. It got 10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
The grand finale.
Rotten Tomatoes is evil. Okay?
Once his true colors come out.
Okay, when Rotten Tomatoes, when it first came out and I first recognized it, I thought Rotten Tomatoes was the Bible for movies. I thought it was canon. I thought it was like, these are the rules.
Right.
This is what it is.
They did the checklist.
So
tomatoes.
So I was like, okay. So I was like, oh, I can't. But then I looked at movies that I love, cherish, movies that, were successes or movies that whatever, and they may have lower ratings. They had like really bad ratings. Or then there's movies that I was like, oh yeah, that was a movie, I guess. Mm-hmm. And it had like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I started to realize my eyes became open. Like in the Matrix, you finally realize that Buzz Lightyear jumps up, realize that he's a toy. When I looked up the top 100 movies, like highest rated, best, because I'm like, I'm going to make a list
on Rotten Tomatoes
of the highest rated movies, the best movies ever. I'm going to watch all of them and I'm going to be happy.
Right.
So nothing below 101%, just the best of the best. And there was one movie where some people put it up and then they made the ratings and put super high so it get kicked up. And it was a guy recreating the Rambo movies in his house, in his apartment.
For Rotten Tomatoes, it got 100%?
For Rotten Tomatoes. And people were giving high comments like, oh, at first I didn't understand the Rambo movies until I watched this movie.
Come on.
And I was like, wait a minute, I've never seen these Rambo movies, but were they really that hard to understand? And they had a little trailer. I clicked on it, and this guy's like hiding in a bush inside of his apartment. And he's like, oh, what's going on, Rambo? And they cranked it up, and I was like, anyone can do this. Anybody can just put a movie up there and rank it up high.
It's like Wikipedia?
It's something. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. And it was I was like, what the? My whole world was shook. I was like, I thought only the purest cinematic
Toy Story
films.
and Godfather. And
yeah. Which both got
Toy
hundreds.
Story 2.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2 has like the highest ratings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Toy Story.
Toy Story 2 got
has
higher ratings
and
than Toy
3.
Story.
What?
Yeah.
Well, Toy Story 3 doesn't have as high. It's got like 98 or something. But like Toy Story 2 has like
100.
a perfect 100
Perfectly fresh,
greatest
organic, GMO-free tomato.
Fresh pick, but so does the first one. 100%.
Yeah,
Cage-free.
But it's still a little bit higher.
Tomato.
How's that possible?
I don't know. But,
Grown organically.
but the thing that's pissing me off
Freshly
now is like, okay, just don't go on the site. I stopped going on the site, and I was like,
one event ruined
no, not that one. It was what happened was, movies were coming out, and it would give it maybe like a 70%, right? So it's still fresh, but it's a 70%, and that's a C. So I go and see this movie, and it ruined it for me because my whole time I'm watching it, I'm just going, why did this get a 70%? Why did this get so low? And I'm like looking at it and I'm focusing on it. I don't get to just enjoy it and make my own opinion. Why can't I just have my own view of my own thing of this?
It does take a little bit out of the wonderment of it, of just getting to see a movie and enjoyment. You get in your own head because you know what it is before you go see it. It's a big thing now.
Yeah.
So you get jaded. I could see that a little bit.
Yeah. Or then there's times where, oh, this got 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. This movie's great. Meryl Streep stars in blank. And then I go watch it and I'm like, it wasn't that good.
Oh, Devil Wears Prada.
But I'm trying so hard to justify why it's a 98% that I'm overcompensating stuff because I'm like, well, if I don't get it, then I must be an idiot.
I must be dumb.
Rotten Tomatoes says it's amazing, so
Right.
if I don't think it's amazing, then I must be terrible at movies.
I take Rotten Tomatoes with a grain of salt. So I'll look at Rotten Tomatoes, and if it says 72, I'll go see it.
I was just gonna say,
If it says 6, I'm not gonna see it.
it's Adam Sandler movie.
Any Jack and Jill
Jack
5,
and Jill.
let's go to the market. It's gonna get a 2.
Revenge of the Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say the only difference between us is 70% is high for me.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
yeah.
If I see a movie that's
It's a partially
90%,
fresh tomato.
Right,
Yeah.
If I see a movie that's 90% plus, I got a monocle on. I'm eating caviar. I'm
Yeah.
smoking a pipe. I go. I am high class
Fancy.
living.
This is fancy.
This is fancy living.
I mean, that's the thing. I just have a hard time with that. So I try to avoid it just altogether. I'm like, I can make my own opinion. However, if I don't want to see a movie and I know it's going to have bad ratings around Tomatoes, I'll show it to listen, I don't want to go see a scary movie. It's got a 6 on Rotten
Right,
Tomatoes.
you're a hypocrite. You use it as the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because she
He's an
believes in
ass.
the Rotten Tomatoes.
So you use it as a point.
Yeah.
If people believe in the Rotten Tomatoes, I use it against them. I go, look, I don't want to see this movie. Look at it. Rotten Tomatoes is bad. And they go, oh, that's true. And I get out of it. And I go
Right.
see my movies.
This guy had the same rating.
Yeah.
Casablanca.
don't look at the rating for
Yeah,
that.
it's subjective.
Mr. 3000 is a Citizen Kane.
It's Bernie Mac's Forrest Gump.
I don't know. Like, no, but even nowadays, you can't even go buy movie tickets without them showing you the Rotten Tomatoes thing. Like, that's got to hurt businesses for movies that are bad.
Oh yeah.
And then recently, I sent you a picture. I saw a DVD of Pinocchio, the original Pinocchio, and it's on Blu-ray, and they had certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes sticker on it. It's Pinocchio.
Which is actually
Who
really
are-
dark.
Who hasn't seen that movie?
Right. Who needs convincing to see Pinocchio?
Yeah, like, oh, well, this has got good ratings. I guess it should be good. Like, the 100-year-old has seen it, and he's like, yeah, it was good when I was a kid. The toddlers, everyone's seen it.
Yeah.
You either liked it or the donkey part freaked you out. There's no,
Yeah. Oh my
there's no
God.
ins and outs. Like,
That's like when
God,
there's
I
like
forgot about that.
that's like when there's like GMO free salt. It's like, yeah, salt doesn't have any. Salt's a mineral. It doesn't have. It's not an organism. Yeah, it's GMO free. We know. If there's movies that you can watch the trailers, and usually it's romantic comedies where
Always.
the trailer happens and you know the movie and you go, oh great, I don't have to see it. Haha, I can't believe Ryan Gosling was in that movie and that's all that happened. And you go, wow, I saw that movie.
Yeah.
As you're watching the trailer.
Yep.
Those I won't see. I don't need to see. But I'll see a romantic comedy. Usually I have to be with not a man, be with a woman, and to see it to justify it. But I'm all in. Lifetime movie, safe. Oh, I get it. The husband's a murderer, but he's not really the husband. But he's also every man is a murderer. It's safe. I know it's gonna happen. She's gonna make it out alive.
prior to like 2008, I haven't liked a comedy movie since then. Like every movie that comes out, there might be like one movie that might have came out that, oh yeah, Vince, you forgot about that one. I see the trailer for it and I go, oh, I already know what happens.
Absolutely.
All of the punchlines are already on there. If it says Martin Scorsese on
I
it,
knew you were gonna say that.
I'm gonna see it.
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna watch it. If it says Christopher Nolan, I'm gonna go see it.
Yep.
Wes Anderson, I'm gonna go see it. You know, those are like, I think those are probably the three like big Hollywood generic ones. You can get into deeper directors and all that, but that's usually where I'm at in terms of like willing to go to the movies and pay money. Is if was it made by Pixar? Is it like an animation movie that looks
Star
like it's really
Wars.
thought out? If it's Star Wars,
Right.
I'm gonna-
You can almost relax knowing you're in their hands.
So Lauren, what is yours?
So mine, I love scary movies. Just that feeling of intensity when you go in, you don't know, you kind of know what's gonna happen, but you don't. It's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, what's gonna? And
Yeah.
you don't really hear anything. Like Insidious, obviously, Conjuring, that like Blumhouse Productions or whatever.
Yeah.
They do some good shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything they do, I'm like, yes.
There's always a part in a scary movie, it's usually towards the beginning, of where almost every time I go in, I go, why did I do this to myself?
Yeah,
When it's a
you
new
kinda
scary movie,
regret it.
it's like, oh, this is a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always that point. I feel like I get it in like the middle, like beginning of the middle
Yeah.
of the movie where I'm like, you forget how tense you are, and you're like, oh my god, like why did I do this? Like you're stressing, you're kind of getting sweaty. You're like, why did I do? Like you just get so into it, and I love that because I don't have that with romantic comedies. I think they're stupid. I really do. They're not funny. Like they try too hard. You know the ending. They get together in the end.
Yeah.
The family always comes together. The mom puts her differences away and accepts the new son into the family.
I think that's a wrap, guys.
I think we're done.
All right, so that was us talking about the movies.
See you, smell you later.